And welcome back to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. And of course, welcome back to the Radical Wasteland. We promised we could spell vitamin. We might have been rushing a little bit on that one.
Vitamin D special.
The vitamin D.
Mm-hmm.
So, before we dive in, of course, saw y'all last night. Still doing all right?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. Good evening. All the above.
Yep.
Cool. Y'all have both made it to the land of silos. I need to run to y'all and sprint to y'all as fast as possible before.
I don't know at what point this is going to come in. I'm not sure what point it's coming in, but I'm going to say possibly the next episode or two. This image.
I'm thinking that might even be later down the season.
I don't think
because
so.
I remember that
it
shot.
Might be a bit... Yeah.
Because it in the trailer, at least, it shows Daniel and Helen both like walking almost like a couple into a silo. Which means, hey, why is Helen going into a silo? Did her memory get banked at some point? Or is she really going there for a story to try to figure it out? Because we also saw her with the pest dispenser.
What if she used the knowledge that she had to bribe her way in?
You said what?
What if she was using what she knew to bribe her way in?
I think that's like the most likely thing, you know?
I mean, the assumption will be that they're going into the silo because, you know, the world is going to end, right? They're not just going to have a look around.
Oh no, they're there on tour day, of course. I have no idea.
Tour day, yeah. This is where he finds out that they used his drill, that they stole his drill and used it to build the silos.
I don't think they. I think he probably realizes that the second he sees these type of designs.
He sees the silo, yeah.
He's like, oh, they bought my patent, huh? Like, all right, that makes sense. Okay, it was a little bit of a slow episode yesterday. It's given us a lot of information, but I still thought it was really good. If it was 3 a.m., I probably would have fallen asleep too. Thankfully, it was not. Over here, at least in the States.
Well, when we ended the stream, it wasn't that late. It was when we stopped talking afterwards. That's when it was a bit late.
Yeah, we hung out.
I think what was it? 5 a.m. for me. I think it was when we finally. Night. Insanity. But hey, it was fun hanging. It was fun hanging. Speaking of hanging around, the episode starts with Charlie. I guess it starts with Juliet hanging in her apartment, figuring out if she's going to burn that note, and she obviously is. But really, I know we talked about it a little bit last night, is it does feel a little bit like a different show having the past come into it.
Mhm.
But what they're laying out with the past stuff is
Right.
quite enticing, I would say. Obviously, there's the
Right.
parallels with Charlie and Jules,
Mhm.
which just increased even more this time. I thought we're really in kind of a go mode for. I think maybe we could have one more slow episode, and then there's no way, like, because there's a lot of information that still has to happen.
Right.
We still don't
It
know
felt
what's
like
going on with
this was
17.
laying groundwork still this episode. Mhm.
This is laying that foundation for the rest of probably just not season 3, but season 3 and 4, since they filmed them back to back, all at one time, and really dove into the longer finale that they've been planning.
The characters feel different in this season. I mean, they didn't feel that different last season, but they seem to have grown. They're like more. They're smarter than they were. Because in the first season, I think they were actually pretty childlike knowledge. They didn't have an advanced knowledge of anything. But then all of a sudden, we find out, oh look at the head of IT knows all this stuff.
Mhm.
Shadow of IT walking this way. Why do you want to be a shadow of IT? Why is IT this important kind of thing?
If an organization needs a person that's called a shadow, then it's got to be a bad thing, right?
I think every position has a shadow, though, don't they? It's just weird they call it shadow instead of. Well, I mean, I guess I get why, because the person is following around all the time.
SciTrek, that's the shadow organization.
Yeah. I think that's
judicial. It's just I like that they went with the term shadow over prodigy or assistant or apprentice or whatever. It fits the something's going on kind of vibe, the thriller aspect of it all.
Apprentice would make more sense because they'll be learning from the job, right? Like people used to do back in the day. And now it's all paperwork and bureaucracy for people back. Used to be able to learn a job on the job, whereas now you go to college and go to university to learn.
Yeah, they've opened it up with having those like town hall things, and that they're reworking the pact to be more, I don't know, whatever, democratic, I suppose.
Yeah. Democratic.
I don't know. Whatever. You know what I mean.
So far.
More that people have input rather than this is just the way it is and this is what we have to follow and da-da-da.
Yeah. Just as you said that, my brain went to, I'm glad that we get 10 episodes rather than 6 or 8, I wish this was like a 16 episode series, though. I wouldn't mind an episode more or 2 of groundwork in this season, just to kind of get the full perspective. I want more from the miners. I want more from how does that supply kind of what the hell happened to Carla at the same time. Walk seems like she went up to go talk to Carla, but it doesn't seem like Carla's there.
I want to see something else when it comes to the miners. I want them to actually come across another tunnel.
Yeah, I don't think that's early in the season.
I don't think that's far off.
Me either.
No.
We're starting, and we didn't get much of the mining stuff in previous season, except for Lucas, right? So
and it was just a mention. We never saw it.
Yeah, pretty much. And now we're getting to see some more miners. So I'm assuming that at some point, maybe Jules is going to go into the mines and have a look around.
Have a look around, or
it's possible. Should have
come across a sealed off tunnel. I mean, multiple sealed off tunnels is not going to be something that's unexpected. And
she would have an excuse to go down there because she was like, let's set up a committee about the safety or whatever when they brought that up. So,
what do y'all think about Lucas Kyle? Do y'all think she finds him in the next episode? Do y'all think she... Or where do you think Lucas Kyle's hiding, I guess, first and foremost? Do we have any guesses or ideas or anything like that? Because the only thing I
don't know if he is. I don't think he is hiding.
You think he's...
I think he's literally in his mum's room. I think he's literally there. I don't think he's hiding at all.
They would have.
I think he might not be going out. He might not be going out from fear, because he knows But I mean, I think he's only staying somewhere where he knows there's no cameras. Because I think they even they said that all the cameras have been removed except for the important ones, which would be the public spaces, right? So every private room that had the cameras have been removed, supposedly.
Right.
Supposedly. So
do we think maybe the algorithm decided to let him through the door? Maybe.
That was my thought. But also, why would it not tell Camille that? And
right, because the algorithm has its own agenda.
Yeah,
it has different goals. I mean, what is Camille's goal? Camille's goal is to survive and have some power, right?
Camille's goal is literally just a facade. She doesn't have a goal. As much as she might want to act like she does, she's there for power. She's like, oh, I get to hold on to the ants and the ant farm, essentially. Like,
yes,
good for you, Camille. Like, you're screwing everybody over. Great, you got some power. Cool.
Yeah,
it's kind of she feels to me aimless, and that's the perfect thing to have an AI with.
I don't think she's aimless. I think her goal is to save her family.
Nah,
right.
She could care less about her husband.
Power. No, she wants a position of power to be able to protect her family.
Right. She sees the algorithm as the power, and so she's
both
gonna.
Of the Sims want that. They want to protect their family.
Mm-hmm.
That's the maybe her son. For them. I don't know if she cares about Robert as much anymore.
I think
she hasn't mentioned him once.
She does. She does.
Right.
I mean, the whole thing that happened last season, where she was helping the rebellion, was literally because she was trying to save him by being, on the other side. So she literally says it. I'm doing it to protect you, so when whichever side wins, we can protect each other.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I think that's what she wants them to believe. She's too conniving and
I think she can be manipulative, but she does love her family.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
But the way that she threw her family aside the second the algorithm was like, they gotta go. You can stay. She was like, sayonara, get the hell out of Dodge.
I don't
she wants to
I think
kiss the algorithm's ass, basically.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I'm curious to see would Robert have done the same thing if he was told to come in.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think Robert was so pissed off at that point. He was literally about to go shoot a bunch of people. He brought a gun to Lucas Kyle's house to see Lucas Kyle. Lucas Kyle's like, here's the passcode. He's like, I already got the passcode. Like he didn't go to the legacy first before Lucas Kyle. He was like, I gotta go check a few boxes, get this pissed off anger out of me, and find a way to vent that frustration.
He couldn't go to the legacy because he wasn't in the position to get access.
Bernard gave him the code before, because that's whenever he was talking to Lucas Kyle. Like, I already have the code.
At the end, right at the end, when he
but at that point, instead of going straight to the legacy, he goes to Lucas Kyle first, and is literally about to go kill him and his mom. Like, I don't think
he goes to ask what he said to Bernard.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But that's literally that's literally the only reason he went.
He would have killed Lucas and his mom if Lucas didn't give him a certain amount of information.
I don't think so. I didn't see anything in that scene that would have suggested that he was going to shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
Common walk into a room saying, I'm going to shoot you and your mother tells me all it needs to, I'm pretty sure. I think that's pretty straightforward.
Saying something and the intent are completely different.
Sure. With deeper characters. And Common is usually not hired to play the deeper characters. And the character of Robert, while being deeper into the nitty-gritty of what's actually going on behind the scenes, really isn't very deep of a character. He's probably the single most straightforward character we have in the entire show, besides like Shirley and Knox, who are extremely straightforward and awesome for it. And Robert would kind of he would be awesome for it if he was kind of on the good side of things, or quote unquote good side of things. There's not really a good side. Everyone's kind of screwed in their own way.
But the ultimate thing is, right, what is happening now is I think it's the algorithm trying to adapt to a new situation that we're in a situation that it doesn't know about before, right?
Yeah.
Just to go back to the current episode, right? So because I think the algorithm, it wants to adapt to the new situation for the other silos as well. Because I think it's seen so many different variations of the same thing that now at this point it's deciding it needs to figure out a way to solve the issue without going straight to the safeguard.
Yeah. Yeah, even though it does mention they've done it 6 other times or something and it worked.
Yep.
Including that silo 140 years ago.
There
or
are
it was.
at least 50 to 51 silos.
Oh,
51.
I'm assuming that the 51st will be the one in the middle. That's what I'm assuming.
Right. Yeah, I think there's like one central, obviously the algorithm, since it knows about the other silos, obviously there's like a central computer that's
like the central server that runs it.
Yeah.
It's like the main AI.
Yeah.
I wonder if just the 50-51 just makes me think about it. I wonder if each state like had its own silo essentially. And it was
I've heard that theorized.
Why would it have them in one place? Why wouldn't it have a silo in their own state?
So they're all
because some would be safer than others, so on and so forth.
I think it's more to do with centralizing the location of all the survivors for the future of humanity, essentially.
Well, yeah, I think that's the first and foremost goal.
I think that's the main reason they're all together.
Georgia.
So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the silos, maybe the AI broke down and they somehow tunneled to each other and they set up a different thing.
Well, when the AI breaks down,
I'm just speculating here.
Yeah. Well, because we know they got the AI.
Well, it seems
to
be a central AI though that runs everything.
Because they have, the algorithm has access to all the other silos' information at the same time.
Well, it's one AI. I mean, I haven't seen anything that would show me that there's an individual AI for each silo.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. Plus DC maybe. Or DC would stand out as the algorithm or whatever, kind of in that scenario.
Yeah. I think the 51st is, the center.
And the 51st is where all like the president was supposed to go, VIPs.
Yeah,
centralized right in.
Might see Colin Hanks all Walt Disney.
If you look at the image behind me, if you look at the image behind me, in the middle, there are buildings on the top of the middle silo.
Yeah.
Because if you look, you see there are little huts or something there. So there's something else there.
Yeah.
Whether that's the central AI location or a more important silo. Maybe that's where there's military equipment that's been held in storage, maybe, or something.
Right.
As well. Helicopters and stuff like that. Humvees.
Equipment for when the world comes back. If the world comes back. That would make some sense. God, every time we do this, I just want to read the books that much more. I'm like, let me dive into the books. But after this season, maybe.
I think what happened is in season 2, they say when they come back at one point, they say there are 50 silos, and then I think what's his name?
Bernard.
Doesn't Bernard literally correct him and say there were 51? He literally
I believe so.
Corrected him saying there were 50. And I watched it recently before season 3, so because I didn't watch it before.
Right.
Even if, can we? I don't want Tim Robbins to be dead. I want him and Lucas Powell to have more conversations.
No, he's dead.
I think
I have no doubt.
I don't think so.
I'm holding out hope, but not seeing him this episode kind of made me go. But we also didn't see any Robert this episode. We saw very, very little Robert. I guess not very, very little Robert. Robert was a decent chunk of last week's episode. But it definitely...
Well, we were centralizing on Jules and her immediate surrounding
Yes.
this
Right.
part in episode 2. So it stands to reason that he wouldn't be there that much because he's still the judge, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe so.
So he's going to be busy. And I'm wondering if was it Camille? I wonder if she's is either trying to be Juliet's shadow or head of IT.
She is head of IT. Juliet's, I mean, not Juliet, sorry. Camille's new job is head of IT.
Yeah. The algorithm chose her basically at that moment when she was like, get out. And that was the moment she was made, I think.
I think they were just talking about a survival shed or something, a survival shack, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, the refugee hut is fabricated.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's totally fake.
But
I guess they've shown that they've shown that to everybody.
Yeah. The image comes from somewhere, so I'm wondering if that is an image from the central side surface.
That is, it's such an interesting idea of, okay, so people can go out there and survive, but not for long. So here's a refugee hut. Like that, like, I think it goes to what you were saying earlier, Quest, about, okay, season 1, all the people that live in the silo are essentially not infants, but their knowledge is infantile.
They have a limited education.
Exactly. And as these seasons progress and more unfolds to not just our main characters, but the entire silo, sooner than later, probably silos, to a degree. Of course, we have 17 and 18 right now.
I'm wondering what the significance of that's going to be when they find out about Silo 17.
Yeah, them going down and figuring out, or having the IT helmet from 18, and then having the IT helmet that she walked back with, Juliet, from last season at the very end, say 17, and they know that. I'm intrigued. Did they? I don't remember.
Yes.
I did just watch it literally an hour and a half ago, but I don't think I saw them whenever everybody goes in and rushes where Patrick Kennedy and company are. I don't see them find the helmets that they were looking at, which means Patrick and Danny, and I forget the actress or the character, I guess, that plays the deputy office lady, essentially.
The secretary, the sheriff's secretary. Yeah. I don't see them. I guess I don't see Camille and company find the helmets that they had, which probably means they walked out with them for evidence. Like, hey, we got to run fast, but these are the two things we have to grab. And that makes sense.
Well, like I said last night, I wonder if they actually used that hidden doorway or not. I'm wondering if there was another hidden place inside that room for that situation.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I guess we'll see, because
I think it was too obvious. They're trying to hide something, but they leave a big gap with a light coming out of it. Even for them, that's too obvious.
There's only so many things you can do there. I think now that you're even mentioning that, I bet you there's not a second one. But the way they go in that tunnel, I mean, that's obviously a mining tunnel to some degree. They probably just escaped into mining tunnels, which means they could totally get buried alive at some point. Kind of cause a bunch of people to go after them and follow them into the mining tunnels and trap them until they give them a certain amount of information to save them, or just let them
come
die.
Across the outer wall of another silo,
or come across the walls to another silo, which would be interesting. Or again, we've talked about it in the past, and obviously how far away, you kind of mentioned it early on, is how far away are these silos from one another? Like 140 meters, whatever, 200 meters.
I think we said it was about 200 or something.
Well, they show us a picture.
They're not.
Yeah. Right up there, I guess this way on the mirror.
Yeah.
The likelihood, I think, of them finding another mine shaft from a separate silo is just as liable to them running into the walls of another silo. And I find that almost more interesting, because then it's like, okay, well, it's probably not 17. 17 seems like it's been down for a while. I guess a few hundred years of mining, you could still run into 17 fairly easily. But if they run into 16 or 19 or 21 or whatever,
Right. As if there's 300 years worth of resources in that small little space they mine anyway, seems kind of...
Well, even whenever, just watching back this morning, when
they
the
would,
nurse
they would use a very limited amount of it.
Right.
But
Well, they
it's not as
recycle
limited as you
everything.
think.
So yeah.
Yeah, they have to recycle everything. The thing that kind of made me eye roll a little bit, but I was like, oh wait, yeah, they do have trees. Was whenever the nurse goes into Juliet's room at night and is trying to see if she actually took her vitamins or not. Her vitamin D.
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D.
She lights a match. And to me, I've said,
yeah, like why does she want the
Wait.
lights off?
well, no, not even that. Wait, they
Right.
have matches? That's wood. Like,
Yeah.
why would you use the wood on a match? Like, wouldn't you just have a torch or something for down here? Like, wouldn't there be a better use of wood than creating matches? But at the same
Yes.
time, scrap wood would probably be used for matches. I'm sure they're using the wood off their. But also, how much wood do they have? Because we know trees can live a long time, hundreds of years
Right.
possibly. I don't know if that happens in silos as well. But how often do
Right.
they have to replant trees? I wouldn't think they would replant trees often.
Right, unless it's kind of like an ongoing process of, there's trees at all different
I don't think
stages.
we
Yeah.
haven't seen all the farm levels, have we? I mean, we
No.
know on some
We
levels they
know-
grow corn, others they grow some fruits.
Because when they
and
went
if
from
any
Right.
berry that grows on bushes, I mean, a lot of the time
Yeah.
grapes grow on vines. The vines used to get trimmed down to grow
Mhm.
back. So there's wood
In
there for
mushrooms,
matches.
they mention,
They
do I
know how
like
to ma- they
mushrooms?
know-
which Juliet does not
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
Do they know how to? Do they know how to make matches? Literally, because they have gunpowder, possibly.
I mean, we do know they have gunpowder. We know it's. I see. That's one of the reasons I'd like
Mhm.
16 episodes, maybe even 20 or something like that. Just to, I
Mhm.
wish it had
Thing
the
is-
old model, so there was more to explore.
The thing
It
is,
has
I'm
to be
actually surprised that
canon.
those matches actually work,
Mhm.
because you know what matches are usually like, right? It's just like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what
couldn't even tell you the last time
And
I
it's
used a
like,
match.
done.
Like, yeah, I've got those ones where it's like, those Bic, not the Bic light, but it's like Bic makes them, but they're to light candles and stuff. They have like a handle and a thing that comes out, and you can
Oh yeah.
whatever those are
A
called,
lighter.
lighters. It's just a different kind of lighter, I guess. Yeah,
There might
Maybe
well
they
be
do.
a cannabis level.
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised. It might be under the medical
Yeah. Yeah.
banner.
so they're vegetarians for sure because there isn't,
Oh
Seems like
no,
you
they
could
can't be
have-
vegetarians.
No, I don't. think
There,
so.
there's no way they're vegetarians because
Okay.
there wouldn't be cats.
So there
and
must
dogs.
be like livestock levels.
There has to be.
Right.
If there are cats and dogs, there has to be protein because cats and dogs are not vegetarians and would die. I mean, they're vegans and
Right.
vegetarians that feed their dogs food. And you always see the video of like, there's a dog
Yeah.
gonna go rush towards the salad or the hamburger. I'll give you one guess.
Right.
I'll give you one guess.
Yeah.
Like literally,
Well, actually,
fundamentally, those animals
my-
cannot be
My
vegetarian.
next door neighbor,
Yeah.
is actually a vegan, and her dogs are vegan as well, apparently.
I have a lot of vegan friends. I live in LA, but also
Right.
they're all thankfully sane enough not to literally abuse their animals into feeding them things that they're not supposed to eat. Because that's animal abuse. Sorry, like those animals are not.
Mhm.
They cannot survive functionally through that. Like,
No.
yeah. But
I
anyway,
think
that's
the only reason
Yeah.
a dog can live on that kind of diet is if they've got protein, which is
but it's not the type of protein that their bodies have been
No.
literally evolved to intake. Soy
No.
protein and
hmm
peanut protein is not for dogs. Our bodies have maybe adapted to it over time.
we
to a
can
degree.
barely tolerate it as humans. So I mean, I know
Mhm.
there's a lot of vegans out there that be, oh no, I've lived for years as a vegan. As a vegan, I haven't eaten meat in my life. It's like, yeah, but if you ever had a steak, you'd probably never feel happier than you've ever had a steak before. I mean,
I
there
love
are
the videos of people
literally,
just
there are
crying
vid-
whenever they eat a steak
Yeah.
for the first time in 5 years.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
And then I think there was that famous vegan. I can't remember her name. She's not in my sphere of of what I watch or pay attention to.
Mhm.
But I remember that she was a vegan for most of her life, and she got sick because and it was because of the diet that it was literally because of the vegan diet. And I think she had a steak for the first time, and she hasn't been able to have vegetables since. Well, every meal is steak.
Smart.
Every meal is steak. This is
That's how it
crazy.
should.
Crazy. And
Everything
she's like,
in moderation.
I haven't been this healthy
Except steak.
in my life.
It's my favorite
That's
food.
what she was
So
saying.
hey, yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with good steak, right? Unless you've got no teeth, then
It's a little
if you've
difficult.
got no teeth, then that's what blenders are for, right?
That was about a joke, but I guess they're sentient, so I guess we can't do it. I was gonna say if we take Monk up on his offer to go Bigfoot hunting with him in y'all's neck of the woods, we'll have a Bigfoot steak, but I don't think the big feet would be very happy.
That's the little too
too much.
A couple of feet would go a long way, you know. Survival wide on a couple of feet.
Yeah. David did ask a good question a minute ago. Do we trust Juliet's new bodyguard? Do you think that he kind of said those things after Camille told him to, or did he say that on his own accord?
I
think
think
he said it on his own.
Yeah, I did too, especially because he said that thing of like, when she questions him about, well, what are you going to do if Camille, comes after you? And he's like, I don't, basically, I'll deal with it. You're the mayor. She's not, basically kind of affirming like, you're the one's running. You're the one that's supposed to be running things, not her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to be answerable to the mayor, not to, Stakes.
But yeah, I think that's what I got from it too.
Yeah.
I
Now,
could
will
see
the algorithm or Camille try to twist that, find out about that, and try to twist it to their own advantage? Is the question.
Most likely, probably.
Yeah, because he does have a family, so that could be used against him.
Yeah, because he said I'd rather follow you for my family. He gave good reasons. I sadly would not be shocked if Camille gave him that as something to say, but also, like as we saw the young girl that kind of ratted out Patrick Kennedy and everybody, they'll do anything for Juliet. Juliet is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're feeling like the populace is going to be on her side, and if they start feeling like Camille or somebody else is controlling things or handling her, which I think they already see that's what's happening, especially Walker when she meets with Walker. And Walker, I like the way she handles it though. She doesn't hold any kind of special reverence for her, because when they go to the cafeteria, they're like, "Oh, Mayor," and she's like, "No, she can wait in line."
Like
or we'll take 2 coffees and no fawning or whatever it was, just like she's just not buying this this messianic thing or whatever that Juliet's become, because she knows her.
Raised her, I mean, she's essentially for all intents and purposes. Yeah, Juliet literally spent more time with Walk than her own mother. Walk is a mother figure for her. I mean, like the mother figure in her mind, probably.
And I like how, just Walker doesn't lean into that. Like, I was your mother, basically. She's kind of like, yeah, whatever. Are you even trying to remember?
Yeah, there's no dialogue like, you were my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
Well, I was literally just thinking it's kind of like the Jedi in a sense. Like, they're shadows, but they're Padawans in a sense. Like, it's either a older sister, younger sister,
actually, no,
brother, younger sister relationship, or father and son, mother, daughter.
The shadows would be a Sith. Right.
Yeah.
So
in Star Wars, I suppose.
So the shadows do tend to be more towards the dark side or the bad side.
Yeah.
Unless they're a ninja, then they're on the good side, but they're shadows because that's what they hide in the shadow.
I mean, I guess just while we're thinking about this stuff, the algorithm talking to Camille just comes back to mind, especially after. Oh, my name's Juliet. We call ourselves that because it's supposed to honor you or whatever. And Juliet's like, not impressed by any means. She's like,
no, she's
tattoo that on your arm.
Yeah,
don't
she's
know.
almost kind of mean about them tattoo. Like, I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Then-
Do you know what it
but
means?
I do like the girl comes
But
back
she
and is like,
knows
well, it means blah,
she
blah, blah,
knows
you
it
know,
means
yeah.
something important for her to react
Mhm.
that way. She knows it's important,
Yeah.
but she doesn't know why.
Hmm.
She
And I think that might be part of the reason why she suddenly changes as well. Why she realizes
See-
maybe there's something else.
I think that's like a scene that will be used as a bit of a masterclass in Rebecca Ferguson, acting wise, because I think Rebecca Ferguson knows that something's important there. Juliet, of course. I think
Mhm.
Juliet in that moment is saying to herself, "I need to be mean." I don't think she's naturally being mean. I think she's curious right now. She's probably
Mhm.
frustrated, overwhelmed, and all these other things as well.
Mhm.
Literally can't remember anything. That would talk
Right.
about Emily Blunt induced panic attacks everywhere. Rebecca Ferguson should be having one every 3 minutes with the way that she has no memory. Talk about
Right.
goldfish memory.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't
But
know what
she
other
knows.
drugs are giving her too. Maybe. Yeah. So
Vitamin C, vitamin D,
But
vitamin
here's the thing,
B12.
yeah.
Jules has what appears to be a very curious mind.
Mhm.
Hmm. She's
Like
an
with the
engineer.
No,
So-
it's not. Yeah, but
Mhm.
being an engineer doesn't necessarily mean you've got a
Mhm.
curious mind.
But she built her own
You have a-
tools to
you have a
fix
knack
things
for
and
Yes.
stuff.
Problems, which make it's a knack
Mhm.
for solving problems that made her an
Yeah.
engineer.
Yeah.
But
She definitely
her
has that gift.
curiosity is why she started moving towards what the outside is like. So the whole reason that she ends up going outside is that's her curiosity that is driving
Right.
her for that.
Hmm.
Which is like, well, why are we still here? Is it safe outside or not?
Right.
And then we find out it's not technically, but it might be because in the trailer I believe we see someone outside with no helmet.
Yeah. Well, even if she was frustrated in that moment or whatever, I think she was faking it. I think she was trying to portray herself as Camille wanted to see her, talking to just a random person on the street.
Right.
Which worked
Because the
out.
algorithm was like, I'm not worried about the note. I'm worried that she lied to you about it.
Especially that, and in that same conversation after, I guess later
Well,
conversation
she's got
after.
no reason not to hide it for one. I mean, she's suspicious now, right? I mean, she's literally been told.
Oh,
she's been given
Especially-
tablets to wipe her memory.
Yeah,
So-
especially after what Kennedy told her when he was like, "Oh, remember they told me that they could do this for me. I
Mhm.
bet you they've done that to her, and of course, because she's the only one that went outside and survived, they've wiped her.
It's like, what's
And that
his name?
really
She
gets her
asked-
thinking that, which then she
Yeah.
doesn't take the pills after that, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
She asked him if they were close, and he's like, "No, you couldn't stand me." Right?
Oh no! She says, "I have a feeling we didn't see eye to eye," and Knox goes, "We made it work."
Yeah,
It was a great
Yeah, I
line.
think that's a
Because,
line
like
you
obviously
made
they
wrong,
might
though.
not see eye to eye, but they were friends, like inherently
Right.
good to each other,
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the way the algorithm talks about Juliet and with Juliet's just interaction with Juliet, the young girl that comes up and says she's Juliet as well.
Yeah.
I think there's no way a second rebellion doesn't happen fast. If
No, I'm
Right.
Spartacus.
if that vitamin D water doesn't get put into
The vitamin D.
right.
vitamin D.
Well, I think they're going to prove to be smarter than the algorithm, and like, I don't know, somehow they're going to navigate through it without destroying everything, and I think be better for it at the end. But we'll see what happens. But
Well, from what I can see, is we're maybe beyond the algorithm right now in the show because the algorithm is not sure what to do. It's like it's
Right.
literally
Exactly.
using the situation to assess and see what happens.
right,
It
It's using
essentially
as an
told Camille.
experiment.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically
it
just
told
do more,
Camille,
do
like-
more, do more.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
It said to Camille, like, we need to kill Juliet, but also kill, like, Juliet's by far outlived her usefulness, but also if we kill Juliet, everything's going to go to shit in a heartbeat,
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's just an interesting thing. I don't see.
I'm wondering where
I-
the algorithm's getting the data from.
I mean,
The
it
AI
naturally
needs to get
collects
the
data.
from somewhere. But,
Right.
you know,
I think it's
who's-
been collecting from all the silos.
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
putting
it's
it
probably-
together,
it's
and it was
collecting from all the
programmed.
silos, but I'd be
a certain
interested
way.
to find out how it's building that data.
How
It
it's
can't
what?
just be
Building
through
what?
the cameras. You know,
How it's
the
building
database
the
that it's
data.
getting the data set
Oh.
from.
It's just
You know?
Well, I mean,
The
it's got to
algorithms
be
are
scanned.
limited through
scraping
the-
from everything like AI does.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, cameras, literally just supply logs throughout anything and everything. Any log that any head of whatever division has to put in anywhere.
Mhm.
Right.
And of course, it's gone through computer systems, so that gets scrubbed, and they get to use that for data. And that happens in every single silo. So it's got. I mean, if it's been 300 years and there's 50 silos, 300 times 50, that's a lot of math. I'm not going to do that off the top of my head right now.
That's a lot of data.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
3,000
data.
times 40 or
But at the same time,
So it must be a
you know,
huge
if
computer.
it's comparing, if it's
100,000
all the
years
data
almost
from
of data.
each silo,
Mhm.
and then this is the only time it's been different.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not the only time. It said there was the 7
No.
different times, and Juliet is.
No, I think what it was saying is that there were 7 other times when they went out. So, assuming that the algorithm was talking about people that had left the silo.
Oh no!
No, it was just the 7 times they had to do the memory reset, and they did that memory reset 140 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Because
the memory reset.
Within one silo, we've already seen 2, 3, 4 people go out. You know, like it wouldn't just be 7 people that have walked out of silo. It's a lot of people gone to clean.
Hang on, wait. Didn't that also include 18?
What do you mean?
When they said the 7, it was 7. They've done a reset on 7 different silos, and I think it was including 18 as well.
It was including 18 because they said including yours 150.
But how many times?
years.
You know, the thing is, it's how many times have they done it to 18 as well? Because when you think it back to when they were down at the bottom of the drill shaft, they were literally saying like,
Bernard said it happened about every.
Right.
Bernard said it happened about every 20 years until they did the reset.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. But
how many times before that has it happened as well?
Mm-hmm.
So if there was a rebellion, say every 12 to 20 years or something, whatever the numbers were, then then it's like how many times have they actually done it? Because obviously they've done it before because they're about to do it again, right? They're going to put the vitamin D in the water supply, right? So we literally see the barrel at the end of the episode. So spoilers.
They're definitely
sorry.
getting ready to do it again, if depending on how I think the Juliet thing goes.
I don't know.
And we'll see. Is
Camille
gonna go rogue and not do what the algorithm wants, and they'll have to stop it from happening?
Because you could tell that she was scared when it mentioned, "Oh, well, we got to."
What I wouldn't mind knowing,
right?
What I wouldn't mind knowing is why they're not set up to do it anyway. Why do they have to do it now? Why wasn't it already set up to release it?
Well, because you can't do it during a rebellion. There's too many things happening. There's resources that have to go to certain places.
Clearly, you can't do it from when there's a rebellion because apparently it's stored at the bottom of the silo, right? Because they're literally bringing the barrels up the stairs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So why is it stored down there instead of it nearer to the water supply?
I don't know. Story convenience.
Story convenience is the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah. It's the plot.
There's more. Nobody wants to live in the lower levels,
so that
gets used for storage.
What did I watch recently? I recently watched a film where there was literally. Oh no, it was the Naked Gun, and the device that they stole from a bank was literally the plot device on that. It labeled the plot device.
I love that. Naked, the remake was a lot of fun. Was it dumb? Yes.
Yeah.
But it was really so much fun at the same time.
Didn't see it.
Liam Neeson being Leslie Nielsen's son was great. Like, it was just too good. That alone made me want to go see that movie.
Here we go with purrs again.
Can't help it. He hasn't left me alone since last night.
You know,
I've slept, but as soon as I got up and opened the door, he'd come in.
There you go. Makes sense. Well,
it's a pain in the arse. But hey, God,
There are a
God has a
couple-
purr.
Yep. So the other couple moments, I guess, that stand out in my brain from this episode are, I love obviously the moment of, you know, trying to get everybody to pay attention right before that. You see that it's Kathleen.
Yes.
And then you see Kathleen go talk to her husband, Sheriff Billings.
Yeah, what's going on with their relationship seems to be a little rocky right now because
definitely fractured.
He doesn't disagree with what she wants to do or what she's doing necessarily, but he doesn't want her getting too deep into it, or you know, and she's doing things like, you know, breaking into IT and stuff like that, and
getting
he's like
broken.
He's like, that's not cool. But you know, you just wonder, it kind of you know, we're speaking of parallels between like Charlotte or Charlie and Jules. There's a parallel between, you know, Billings and his wife and, you know, the husband and wife at the beginning of season 1.
Yeah,
kind of the same sort of
now.
Right, and you wonder if she's going to ask to go out, or one of the outsiders is going to ask to go out. Maybe we'll see if that happens. But they want to go outside, but yet none of them are like asking. It's kind of
no one has said the words
right
in a minute.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. And just the whole thing about your memory and, you know, what makes us us, and should we remember everything? Would it be good for us to forget traumas? You know, all of that kind of stuff. And then kind of the realization that Charlie, like, her memory was suppressed or erased, or I guess suppressed would be the best way to put it, because that doctor says they can still connect to it. It's just, what parts do we want to connect to? And her brother's like having to make that choice. And just the argument between the politician's daughter, you know, when they're in that restaurant bar,
which was a great scene.
Yeah, with the reporter and the senator. Was she a senator or congressperson's daughter? Whatever. Anyway, you know,
senator's daughter.
Yeah, senator's daughter. You know, and just, she's like, well, you know, they made criminals forget they were criminals, and and she's like, yeah, but who's deciding this? Who, you know, what's, you know, and he was just taking advantage of disadvantaged people. And so you kind of wonder, like, okay, so this doctor who's come across as this nice guy who's like, we're doing all these good things, has really kind of started out in maybe some medically, you know, ethically questionable testing on humans.
I mean, if literally the first two subsets of people he was ever able to test on were prisoners of war from countries that got so much U.S. aid that they could not say no. Right. And then the second was a bunch of career criminals that they literally said, oh, you're too bad to get to decide something for yourself. We're just going to give you these people to experiment on, essentially. Not test and help, experiment.
Right.
I have to head off for a couple of minutes, so I'll be back.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
That was just... if we're talking about the Rebecca Ferguson scene of acting in there, in the past or present / past, if we're talking Silo timeline, at least, it was very much, I feel like, a masterclass of acting between the three of them in that moment. Was you know, the senator's daughter's kind of don't pay attention to me, but also, what are you saying over here? You know, kind of like, don't pay attention to me, but hey, that you shouldn't ask those questions. The second she asks,
she's a total like political animal with like, oh, you shouldn't have told her that without getting, you know, like you just told her that without
for free
getting something in return or whatever, and like everything should be like that. Just, you know, that she's that kind of person that's so political, and he's just so new to the game that he just doesn't even like think of those things or even know, and she kind of scolds him, but yet you kind of like the fact that he's not that political animal too, you know.
I mean, she literally says, you went to dinner with a reporter and you thought it was a date? And she's like, everything with a politician and a reporter is transaction. Everything. It's kind of like, well, she's got a point. Whether she's the bad guy or not, which she is, surprise, surprise, to a degree, I guess. Also, they're all trying to save humanity and humanity's future. Like, it is such a gray area in the same sense of Bernard was doing the right thing.
but also was doing the
Right.
wrong thing. Like there's what is
Right.
the
Like,
actual
yeah, they're like whoever created the silos, they just thought they could, like, they decided they could sit down and figure out every scenario that could possibly happen and have a thing written out on how to deal with it. And they probably,
Yeah.
and the algorithm obviously has been programmed with all of those things. Maybe the
Yeah.
algorithm even came up with some of those. You know, they told an AI what are all the different scenarios, you know, and it's just like, obviously, like, I think Juliet's brain is just wired like so differently, because, you know, like when she was talking to Walker and Walker said, yeah, 99% of the people, you always decided, you know, 99, if there was 100 people, 99 people would decide this thing and you decide the opposite thing.
Yep.
And that it was annoying because you were right.
Yeah, the annoying thing
Yeah,
wasn't that you
yeah.
did that, it was that you
Right.
were right 99% of the time.
Right. So she thinks differently. And I don't know, you know, it's just that thing of like the machine versus, you know, the human brain. You know, it's that kind of, I don't want to call it a trope, but that's been a thing
what
a
about
lot.
if we put
But
it?
yeah.
What if we
Mhm.
put it somewhere along the lines of if she was born, say, before the fall?
Uh-huh.
Maybe if she was
Mhm.
going to college and university, maybe she would be sort of genius level IQ.
Hmm.
Oh, I wouldn't be
Opposed to
surprised if
limited
Juliet was hanging out
education
at MIT.
inside
No.
the silo, which
Mhm.
limited her knowledge. So if she actually
Right.
had access to the books in the vault,
Hmm.
Yeah,
how
what happens
intelligent
when she
would
started?
be?
Well, she didn't spend much time over there. She needed to get back. She literally spent
Right.
she was
not
literally
even
one to get
days.
to 18,
Right.
but she's the
Mhm.
mayor. Does she not have access to the vault now?
No, they
Only
she has no
the,
memory
like,
of any of that.
Camille has access
Well,
to that room.
Well, she's been
legacy,
restricted
uh-huh.
because of Camille and the AI, right? So,
Mhm.
if
Well,
she had
she's
all of
mayor
her
because they
memories,
elected
she
her
would
mayor.
know about the vault. If she had
Right.
her memories, she would know about the vault. But she
Yeah,
doesn't know
I mean,
about
she
the
was elected mayor.
Oh, I see. So she knows about the vault in 17. So she, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
vault. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's
But she
obviously-
doesn't know about
think
the
of
vault in
silos.
17.
Have been, I think they even comment. I think they commented last season that the vaults are identical.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
the only
I don't.
difference
There's a
would
little.
be the minds, right?
Me. There's a little tidbit. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you know, you see that old man looking over towards the end when they're at the institute, and there's an old man that's looking over. He's standing like on a balcony watching things. It's the same old man that Charlie saw on the train that she thought was following him. Following her.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I just happened to watch a recap, and someone mentioned that, and then when I saw it, I was like, "Oh my god, I got to mention that."
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, we need Jay. It's a conspiracy theory.
So she was
There are
being
few.
followed. So I'm just curious, you know, what is the thing that she couldn't talk about, but she was, you know, basically kind of putting, you know, breadcrumbs down the trails of different people to follow to get what she knows. So what is it that she knew, you know?
I'm gonna guess.
Actually, Dave,
Yeah.
I read that and I was. I
I
had a
think that's
thought,
probably true.
because I would say that
Mhm.
the US government would easily be able to fake a dirty bomb. They wouldn't
Mhm.
necessarily even have to detonate one. They just
Right.
have
Yeah,
to release radiation, right? And you've got plenty. You've got that, and that's stockpiled, right?
Not even
They
radiation
don't actually have to
necessarily.
detonate
Like,
Right.
a bomb. No, because
it
if you think
seems
about
like
it,
they
the Geiger
evacuated
counter,
the area.
the Geiger counter
Right.
that they use in episode 1, the moment when it opens, he goes into that the bar or
At the end of
restaurant or
season
whatever,
2,
and
when they
no,
scan him
I'm
before
pretty
he
sure
goes
it's like
into
one
the
of the
shop.
first
Yeah.
scenes of episode 1.
Yeah, when they recap season 1, but it's at the end of season 2 that
Yeah.
that
But
happens.
it might be at the end of season 2.
But I think they
but-
recap it at the
I
beginning.
think
Maybe.
rads on that to me
Mhm.
looked high for current day. I
Uh-huh.
mean, it was very high in the green, obviously, but this
Yeah, I'd have to watch it again. to
It's
see what it
curious.
actually says, but yeah. Hmm. Yeah, they
I was
could
just
have
saying,
released
it's higher
it.
than
Get
background
that.
radiation that we have already.
Right, like a higher level of radiation, but it's not like life threatening, or at least
Yeah.
right away
Yeah.
life threatening.
See, I'm
I
not
think
even
that
convinced anything
If
happened
fly
at
a
all.
plane over, all they have to do is fly a plane and drop small amounts of radioactive dust. That's it. The wind carries it everywhere. So it's easy to fake and have a residual reading.
What do they call it? A red flag operation or something?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, they
yeah.
literally could have just not even dirty bombed or whatever. They could have just dropped a few missiles in certain places.
No,
and
not
said,
even
"Hey,
that.
get out
Not
of
even
Dodge," because they said they built a giant
Right.
gate around, or a giant like perimeter essentially around where DC was and all of this.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody really knows because they said nobody's been able to go inside. Nobody's been able to say anything from the inside. Whatever.
What
Which-
are they doing in there? Is what the question is. Just to keep people away from maybe something they're doing
Maybe building
within that space.
the background of Melvin up here, maybe.
Yeah, but that's in Georgia. So, but they could be. It could have been
Are
some.
we sure it's in Georgia, or was that just?
I think. I don't know.
I think it's in
they
Georgia, but
they keep kind of telegraphing that with the book, and then
the other thought is maybe
Yeah.
it's just the Georgian representative group or whatever. You know, like if there's
yeah,
51,
it could be.
Do
You
they
know, and they always
have-
have the opening
they have
credits has a peach. You know.
yeah, uh-huh.
But
That old Georgia
We
page.
don't know
Yep.
how many silos there are. We only know how many silos there are here. There might be silos in every
Right.
single state. Like
I guess
said
we don't
before,
know
but
for sure, but I always
Yeah.
I kind of assumed that the city in the background, you know, when she goes out, is
Yeah,
Atlanta.
I would say
But
maybe
it's
the
not.
largest cities of every state maybe has a group of silos near it. Maybe
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know
we
how
don't, we have no idea. No,
how
but
far out is this? The
it
whole
would make more
world looks like
sense.
this, or is this just like 1,000-mile radius or something, and then outside of that, the world is okay? We don't know.
It's just.
But if it's nanites like out of control, it could be the whole Earth. But
well, we've seen nanites, right? We've seen nanites.
yeah, I mean, they haven't officially said that's what it is, but it seems that.
The kettle.
It seems like I watched a video a while back about you know, that's in the books maybe. So I've
What's
just
that?
kind of ran with it.
Yeah, because I was trying to think
Yeah.
of what city this was. We should, by skyline, if somebody recognizes that skyline, that should be something. Oh god, I clicked a bunch of things. That should be.
Yeah,
determinable.
is it alright?
Would that be the Atlanta skyline?
Yeah, I mean, I've just kind of been. I don't know if that's true. I just, since they've been going along those lines, I've just kind of gone with that. I mean, we'll find out, I'm sure. But it reminds me of The Walking Dead for some reason. I don't know why. You know, that one image when like season 1 of The Walking Dead, you know, where they show him riding a horse. Anyway.
Oh, and
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite
Mhm.
images of that whole
Mhm.
series.
Yeah.
I think you're right about Atlanta, because whenever you look at the
Mhm.
Atlanta skyline,
Yeah, that one tall building.
let me see if from a distance if I can spell Krim. What?
Yeah, that's that picture that's like from Walking Dead. Huh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Why is it always Atlanta?
The what?
Why is it always Atlanta?
I don't know. They're Walking Dead fans.
It seems to always be Atlanta when shit happens, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess because it's a big city, but it's not
Mhm.
like a real, like a top big city.
Yeah. Why couldn't they
But
choose
I'm
St.
curious. I'm
Mm-hmm.
curious as to maybe what caused the whole apocalyptic thing in the first place. It's like,
Right.
is it possible that the nanite storm, that's what I'm going to call it, that we
Mhm.
saw over Iran, where his sister flew into,
Right.
right? Because that looks like nanites to me. Right?
Mhm. Yeah,
I'm
and they
pretty
were
sure,
eating
didn't they
the shit
say,
and stuff. or
didn't
the
they
eating
say that
stuff.
her plane had been modified with old 80s tech?
Yes. Because she said it was like flying
Yeah.
Tomcat.
Yeah, I think they said that it
Mhm.
might as well have been a
Top Gun
that
reference.
She might as well have been flying a
Yeah.
Tomcat. So
Love that line. Yeah, this is the Atlanta skyline.
So yeah, I'm wondering if that cloud is what gets out of control. It's like literally the situation's all.
That's what I'm leaning towards.
The whole thing has actually started already.
Destroying everything organic.
Mm-hmm. The replicators.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, with the way that was, I thought to myself, I've seen that in so many sci-fis where aliens have deployed something. You know, and I'm thinking, like,
it just wrecks.
This can't be about aliens, but it nature looks like something from an alien.
I just don't get the alien vibes. This is going to be anything alien. I just don't feel. I think this is a story
the level
about
of technology I said.
Humanity.
It doesn't look right for us at that point.
But who knows? It reminds me of there's a Star Trek Next Generation episode. I think it's one of the early seasons where oh my god, what's his name? Crusher's son. Oh my gosh. Beverly Crusher's son. Oh my god, I can't believe I can't remember his name. Wesley, yes. Mm-hmm. Wesley is doing this experiment with nanites, and he's, keeping it in a very controlled environment, and the nanites escape out of the container he's kept them in, and they basically kind of take over the Enterprise and become a sentient race.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And they find a planet or a nebula or something where they can go live or whatever, and it makes me keep thinking of that. Like, are these like AI empowered nanites who have, become their own thing, sort of, I guess, Terminator style, realizing like, oh, humanity doesn't deserve to live kind of thing. But I don't know if
that's the case, what AI system runs them, and is it the same one that's the legacy?
Yeah, they'd be related, because you would think it'd all be the same.
Or would be AIs with opposite goals at the same time that would be fighting against each other.
A war of AIs. That'd be interesting. Yeah.
So that scene in Terminator where the Terminator crushes the skull, that's outside of Silo 17.
Yes. Yeah. As Paradise leads to Walking Dead, leads to Silo, leads to Fallout, leads to Terminator. Of course.
Yeah. But that's the thing, right? AI is going to like wipe out humanity. That's the fear.
Right? Let me just make a correction to that. It's Paradise that leads to The Walking Dead, leads to the Silo, leads to Fallout, leads to Star Trek.
Leads to which one?
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Because I brought up Wesley and the nanites that escaped.
Y'all are forgetting. None of these would even exist if it didn't start with a boy and his dog at the end of the world. The best. The best. Actually, though, like literally none of these would exist without that, which is why it's one of the greatest sci-fis ever, book literature-wise or film-wise. Historically,
I mean, to me, the most likely link would probably be something like The Last Man on Earth.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I'm not super familiar with that.
Right.
That's not a correction. That's an add-on. Well, of course.
Well, add-on correction, amendment.
There we go.
Yeah.
To keep it 50 silos, 50 states in here.
Right.
That's an amendment.
51.
Right. Another question I have is, why keep the silos isolated from each other? Like,
Control.
Why can't? Oh yeah, I guess so.
I think that's the only logical thing that
I would probably say it's more likely something to do with seeing which group survives the most.
I'm sure there's some of that as well.
Because if they knew about each other, they would attack each other. Because some silos would probably end up with a lack of food, and if they knew about another silo nearby, they would probably try and raid it.
Well, if they knew about each other and there were tunnels and stuff and like trading tunnels and something like that, why wouldn't?
Right.
Well, this silo really focuses on this over here, and this.
Right.
That's
silo
what
really
I'm thinking.
that.
That's why I'm curious at the tunnel at the bottom of the silo is if that's a linking all of the silos together.
I'm thinking yes, but
but I don't think it's like a trading route or anything. I think it's just
no, it's not a trading route. It's like a
well, obviously the algorithm is guarding those doors very.
Yeah. Guiding the doors that are hidden in a place that no one actually knows, not many people know about in the side.
Right. Yeah, the digger void, they call it, right?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's why the mayor has the suit, is because if the safeguard is triggered, he's not supposed to go outside. He's supposed to put the suit on and go there.
Hey, I like that.
Cool.
Well, because another thing that you're making me think of right now is, well, Solo, his parents stopped the whatchamacallit from happening.
The safeguard.
Safeguard, thank you.
Mhm.
And we know that their silo is continuously filling with water until it has to be stopped and go down 30 levels and hit that, whatever. Or
that
whatever.
could literally be because there's no one there no one has access to maintain the generator.
And I think that's what they want us to think.
Yeah.
Right. They flooded the
why would
generator and then the pumps failed. So she turned one of the pumps on, but they'd have to keep going down and resetting the next one.
But if the silo, if the algorithm, if the legacy itself knows that this silo is about to be lost, hey, the safeguard of my poison gas just left, and now they're trying to turn me or the AI off in that sense. If you're the AI, if you're the legacy, and you know that you don't want these people to get down to that bottom room down there, what better way to keep them out of that than flood the entire silo? If you've already lost the silo, everybody's walking outside.
Right.
Flood the thing.
Well, Solo says, I mean, we don't know what the truth, but Solo says they did it to stop the rebellion or something. It's something to do. I forget. He explains it like they did it to stop the rebellion, and they were supposed.
The rebellion getting close to down there?
They were. It was supposed to be like a temporary thing, and it went wrong, and that's what shut the generator down or something.
Yes, we also are dealing with a 12-year-old's memory. I think there might be a bit more to it, you know?
Right, yeah. So we don't know. Maybe that's just what he was told or what whoever talked to him believed, but we don't know 100% if that's the truth. But maybe we'll find out. Maybe
what it sounds like to me is that for some reason 18 has a better education system than 17. I'm wondering if that's literally because in 17 they destroyed all the books. And in 18, they didn't do that.
Oh, 17 didn't. Yeah, 17 didn't do that purge like 18 did. Yeah.
I mean, yes, it had the rebellions, but I think that they may have seen the benefits of having a better education. Whereas removing, it's like nowadays. I mean, you remove certain books and replace them with different ones, then the education system completely changes. We've seen it in present day, right? With the way the education system has changed, literally by adding and removing books. So,
also, by the time I left high school, like there was a different type of math, or middle school, I guess there was a different type of math people were being taught. Like my sister was taught a different type of math than I was, and I was like, "How do you? What? You don't just add like and subtract, and it's not the simple stuff. What do you mean? There's a different, like, I guess, avenue of thought to do this.
Right.
Interesting. There always is, but it's how you're taught, how you're exposed to that type of information, and how to process that information as well.
Well, in the current world, it depends. It's literally limited to the school you're attending. Right? If you're going to a public school, then you're getting a basic education at most. If you go to a higher up school, like one that costs a little bit more, then you're getting a slightly better education. The highest tier, you're probably getting stuff like bloody astrophysics taught in school or something stupid like that.
Definitely,
so,
yeah. Well, and even in public education, your AP classes are totally different than just your general classes.
Right.
As well.
Yeah.
And there's all these different tiers of it, which would be interesting if we do. There's so many storylines just within the silo that we're at and within the past that, as much as I want to go explore other silos and stuff, which it would be interesting if there were all these, and I'm sure there are different varying levels of education throughout the silos. I don't know if we have time to go. I know we're going to see a little something at some point.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, how much of this was like everything was the same, and how much of it was like, well, let's try this with this silo and we'll do that, very Fallout, like only maybe not to the extreme that Fallout did it, but that kind of thing.
Yeah. There is a way they could do that I wouldn't mind. It's like say we get this season finishes, right? And then the next season, it's just we get thrown straight into another silo. But the thing is, at the end of this season, maybe you have someone going to knock on the door of a neighboring silo. And then at the end of the season, at the end of, say, a spin-off season or a season about a different silo, at the end of that, you see them come over the hill and knock on the door. Something like that might be interesting.
Oh, it would definitely be
the difference in politics and stuff.
You know who we saw in a suit walking outside at a certain point that is in the trailer that we've only seen in episode 1 so far was Robert Sims. I think Camille's going to kick him out of the silo at a certain point. I don't know why.
I'd say it's more likely that the people are going to kick him out.
I don't think so. I think they're
maybe
more,
he gets sent to clean or something. Yeah.
I think the people, if they were going to send somebody out to clean, it would be Camille.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, they don't trust Camille.
Literally, it all depends because the way that you were saying about it earlier is like, if Camille doesn't love her husband that much, then she probably pin everything on him, and because he might love her that much that he'll actually let her happen.
I think he's
because he knows the truth. Right? He knows that there are other silos out there. So if he knows that there are other silos out there, maybe he will just go. He will.
I think
it's my fault.
Is so pragmatic. Yeah. I think with Camille being so pragmatic, Robert realizes that if the algorithm said, "Hey, kill your husband," she probably would. I think there's a desperation between the two of them at the moment, which we saw in episode 1 when, hey, what happened to Bernard? Oh yeah, he straight up lied to his wife, and the wife with the most knowledge in the entire silo of anything and everything going on at all times. He was still like, yeah, I could sneak this by her real quick.
Well, I mean, this is the thing that I was talking about before, because this is the thing I was talking about before, because I'm pretty sure, I mean, if anyone in the chat can remember, in the trailer, does Juliet go outside without a helmet on? If anyone in the chat can confirm that. Because I've seen images from the trailer where she's literally not.
I was going to say, can we watch it?
Maybe. We don't need the sound, we just need the visual evidence.
Right.
Because when I was looking for this background, I saw an image of her crouched down outside a tunnel with no helmet and a big bag on her back.
Right. Yeah, we don't know though if that's reality or some vision or dream or something she's having.
Yeah,
but
I don't think it happens. Because in the first search on Google's like, oh yeah, no, she's required to wear a cleaning suit, and it never happens. It's just what Google says immediately. But let's search the trailer for the sake of it, and we can skim through it. Official trailer. Here we are.
Because I think in season 2 they kind of hinted that when they all left 17, they actually all survived for a while until something happened. Like maybe the safeguard gas actually got released, and that's what killed them.
Well, because they turned the safeguard.
No, but I'm just saying what I was. Yeah, but I was saying that's what was hinted at. That something else happened. They were outside. They survived for a while before they started dying. It's what caused their. It's leading up to that, which I'm not certain.
I think what they're hinting at there is that Nanite's killed. Okay.
There's that was her a brief outside, but that was just a flashback. That was her flashing back.
That was her memory. That was the fake memory as well.
Yeah.
Patrick Kennedy.
That's what we saw last night.
I love that the secretary's like, I worked for you. That's not your
handwriting. I know, that's not your handwriting.
Yeah. How are they going to get Steve Zahn into the season?
Maybe he walks over because he now knows like how to survive outside, does he put on another suit and walk over and knock on the door?
Do they repair that suit that was in the bag? That one that was eaten by rats?
Right. There has to be other suits in there.
Because you remember that girl, I can't remember her name, but she was actually looking, she was fascinated by the sewing machine. So I'm wondering if she fixes it.
That's true. I do like that idea.
Yeah. I just think he suits up and walks over to 18 because he wants to know what's going on, because she said she was going to come back. And
yeah, and he didn't. And she didn't.
She said she would try to come back. She was
Mm-hmm.
pretty honest with that. She was like, I'll do my best, you know?
Right. But just he's so anxious and stuff. I'm thinking he's going to get all worked up and worried and have to go.
Yeah, but also there's, now that he has kind of a family to take care of in a lot of ways, literally one family to take care of, and plus I think him and Hope will end up almost having like a father-daughter relationship, if I had to guess. Or as much as the two of them can kind of have, it'd probably almost be more like big brother, little sister in a lot of ways, if I had to guess.
Well, maybe uncle niece.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. As long as he's not creepy, he's good. I think
Hey,
Steve's
just because someone's an uncle doesn't make him creepy, right? I'm an uncle and I'm not creepy.
Now I'm questioning. No. I think there's so many things going on in Silo 17, because if I were them, my brain would say, hey, we just got 30 other levels.
But
wait.
Much. I just realized something. From the last season, from season 2, didn't he say that the only other suits are pretty much underwater? How far underwater? Did that turning that pump on, draining the water, actually gain access to those suits?
Yeah.
He said they were even further down. But my thought is, now that he's got the couple, Audrey, the husband or whatever I guess they're going with there, and the kid and Hope. Between, hey, husband guy, you go do this real quick, and or Hope, you want to help, can you go do this real quick? I think between the two of them specifically, why would Steve Zahn not send down somebody to go to the next level of pump, to go to the next level of pump after that, reopen?
I think he would go. I don't think he would send them. I think he would go himself, because he's come a long way. Because before he was reluctant to do anything. He didn't want to go anywhere because of the vault.
Right.
But now that the vault's
did already
open
go down there and do it and
kids,
test her suit.
So yeah.
But
So
at the same time,
he's come a long way.
He is by far the most valuable person in that silo, and I don't think that he understands. Oh, by far, he's the most valuable person in that silo. He's the only. Anybody else in that wouldn't even understand where to start in books or start in anything. He has to kind of guide them along like a teacher. He might not be the best teacher in the world. He's a grown adult with a 12-year-old brain. Arrested Development, kind of like Greg was saying. But
where's the algorithm? Is he just
it's
not
gone.
the authorized person?
Well,
it's been shut. It looks like it's been shut down. It's been shut down.
Right, but he says it has its
still
own
working as a generator.
Power supply.
Its own,
the vault, but maybe the the algorithm runs on a different.
Well, no. IT has its own power supply, which the vault would.
Yeah, IT has its own power supply. The vault draws is probably where that power supply comes from, actually.
Yeah, something like that. But I think they still were able to disable the legacy. And
because it would have. They would have had to have probably.
It depends on.
Hopefully we get to see that story.
Maybe that's what happened when they shut down the safeguard. Shut down the AI.
Yeah, maybe that was the way to shut down the safeguard.
I did.
But they did say they plugged up the hole or something too, where it comes out. But
I did really like. We didn't really mention it talking about season 2 necessarily a whole bunch at the end of it. I really like that they turned the tables of the story of the rebellion in 17, where you're like, okay, that sheriff was a good guy, and then you see him shoot Solo's parents at the end of the season, and you're like, oh, he had the information that he didn't need to do that. Why was he doing that? And it was just kind of just caught up in that moment kind of thing. It felt like where what is good and bad, and that gray kind of allowed him to be.
Right.
The funny thing about season 2 that I was like curious about is, you know, when she wiped out the numbers on the blackboard, and then she went back and she was trying to copy it. So why don't you just look at the bottom, the numbers at the bottom right hand corner where the last number they put in, which was still written on the fucking board.
Right. Oh, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, she kind of did that. She was like, we're missing a certain amount of numbers. You literally
see it on camera, the numbers at the bottom, the final number. Why don't you just take that, try that?
Oh, go back in the camera and do it.
Right. They were trying to figure out the code or something, because you could try, 3 times a day or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
try the last 3 numbers on the blackboard on the right-hand corner.
Yeah. So they were just going through and 111, 112, 113, whatever, or 0001. Yeah.
They would get down to the final, get down to the last number they can get on the board, clear it out, and then start again, but carry on from that number. That's how they were doing it, and every day they were trying 3 and then doing it that way. But I would have thought, well, it would have been smart to go with the last number on the board on the the lower right hand corner, because that's the last number they wrote down, right?
Right. Yeah. But
and if they actually got in,
right?
If they got in, then it's guaranteed that one of those last 3 numbers on the list.
Somebody good with math. Did we know it was a 4-digit number? I think whatever. Anyway, I was just saying, you could figure out how many combinations there would be.
It's 6 digits, isn't it? Is it 6?
It'd be like a billion combinations or something. It would take you years, especially if you could only do 3 a day. Yeah, you'd be dead, but you could be dead before you get to the right combination. Yeah. So somebody who's good at math could figure out what that would be, but
the number that they give. No, I'm pretty sure in 18 it's 6.
Okay. Or however many it is, it'd be 6 times what? There's 10 digits, including 0.
Could have sworn there was 6 when they were typing it in 18.
Right. It might have been. I don't really remember if it was 4. I didn't pay that close attention. I was just trying to figure out how many combinations would be possible.
It's a 4-digit code.
Okay, so 4 digits, and then there's 10 digits, right? Including 0 would be 10 numbers. As long as there isn't any, hashtag or pound or any symbols in there.
Hashtag 325. It's good luck.
Yeah.
Hashtag numbered 325. Well, you know what I mean? Shoot. It's all the same at this point. Do you want to keep coming through this trailer real fast?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, we're only looking for one shot.
This is
episode 1.
There's some recapping. This is new stuff. Okay. Or we're seeing the memory flashbacks, I think.
Okay. I was about to say, do we get any Carla?
Yeah, they just showed her there, but I think that was
I think that was last season.
Yeah, that's the last. Yeah, there was a quick thing on the stairs, but she had her suit on. Looked like.
C-56.
That's Paul Billings. That's the sheriff.
C-6.
Is that storage?
Yeah.
No, this almost looks like trash.
No, I'm wondering if this is actually something like supply.
Yeah,
I mean, it would make sense.
Supply.
Yeah.
Which may be trash, whatever, cycling too. Could be. Oh, they were spraying for something. What is that? We have yet to see that.
Trying to get back in there. We are.
That looks
yellows.
Kind of
That's
circular.
A mine shaft. That's a mine shaft.
Like it might be.
There we go. That is a mine. That has got to be a mine.
Oh yeah, especially with just the mining.
So that's so they're probably decontaminating, because that's what they do, just in case the contamination's gone that deep. Because they're wearing masks, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Do y'all think that's one of Silo 17 or 18s? Who was holding that? Was that? Oh, that's Juliet. That's Juliet holding the Pez.
Yeah.
So she gets a hold of Helen's Pez dispenser again.
That's going to give her a memory, because didn't she have that at one point?
I want to see too. Does the nurse tell on her that she didn't take her vitamins. Because we see her checking the drain, but we don't know what she's going to do with that. If she's going to tell her or not.
Well, clearly she goes around on her own, so at some point she gets her memories back from the looks of it.
Yeah.
At least to a degree.
Yeah.
Well, what do y'all think about this right here? Do y'all think this is the tunnel below everything?
Yeah, I think so.
It could be the tunnel. It could be.
Could that be the one that?
It could be any part of the silo, really.
If you look at the pipes, I wonder if that's where the safeguard is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it could be. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, does this look more like Knox or Steve Zahn? That almost looks like Steve Zahn with the haircut. It almost looks like he finds his way under.
I don't know. It looks like Knox to me.
Yeah, it
that
looks
could be just a completely new character.
It's Jerry. Super brief, but look, he's not big enough to be Knox. Knox, and I mean, sorry, Steve Zahn, he's just not in the same shape as Knox. Knox would be much taller and broader than whoever this guy is.
From what I can see in that little group of images that you saw in those as you're going back and forth, it looks like maybe there's another airlock. Because you see an airlock and there's a flashing light. The main airlock up the top doesn't do that.
Yeah.
I
think this is where I think this is where the safeguard is. Yeah, I think so too. That makes the most sense. Because obviously she's going to get her memories back and remember it,
but the whole
they're going to have to. Yeah, they're going to have to do this secretly so the algorithm doesn't see what they're doing or know what they're doing.
So this is definitely a different corridor, but that is definitely an airlock door.
Yeah.
So,
because this looks like the corridor that they go out of, because that door on the right there is typically the one like this one that
but
they would walk out of to go clean.
The lighting is different,
but there is like a sealed door at the end there. Yeah.
And that's usually the door that they would go walk outside to clean, but this does feel different than that.
It is very different. The lighting is different.
Yeah.
It's just not. But I think it is different.
It feels like it's in the down deeps, but I don't know. It could be anywhere.
It feels deep. It feels deep down. It doesn't feel like the main airlock at the top.
Right.
Which goes to show how much lighting can actually change something, because that's definitely just the same room reused.
It's the same thing.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I think what they've done here is maybe they've removed one of the doors they removed the door and the corridor from the right side wall, and the bars from the cell.
Right.
Yeah. There's also something like almost looking like it's on this door. I don't know if that's just.
I'm wondering if you need the key to unlock the door.
Oh, the key, the little 18 key with that glows, or it stopped glowing. Remember?
It doesn't. I loved that so much. Is like, if it doesn't want you to do something, Bernard, it's not going to glow. Like if it, even if you are in danger right now, if you're not, it's priority. Sorry, pal. And Bernard's like, oh, I'm betrayed, essentially, but it's also, no, you weren't. You were never on its side. You thought you were, but. There is no side. It's interesting. This is that's Patrick Kennedy's group, isn't it? That's not just the marathon runners. Yeah, has to be
the Outsiders.
Yeah, that's the Outsiders. I think that's what we saw. Boy. I think that's when we saw them running up to raid IT.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's from episode 1.
Yes.
Every time they say the Outsiders, it makes me think of Pony Boy. Stay golden. Yeah, of course. That was them doing it.
That's something that's going to come up later, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, there was like a bunch of that whatever they were spraying, a bunch of that looked like it was in the air when there's people running out of the whatever.
Oh, wait, what? Go back? What was that?
Back a little bit?
That cloud, was that a dust storm or was that the nanite storm?
Outside?
Right. Oh, where is
it? There. Is that a dust cloud?
This is
or no, it doesn't. No. Is that a dust cloud or an
That
night
looks.
storm?
It looks like a memory of her walking.
I think it's it looks dusty, but I think it's just the digitization.
Or is that supposed to be trees?
Yeah, I think it's her
Yeah.
realizing, wait, the trees are fake, and because right before it shows the sheriff badge that she sets down.
Yeah.
Right, and
So
then I
think
wonder
it's
if
her realizing it's fake.
we get to see more what she saw on her walk to 17, maybe her memory of that.
What is this for? That
I mean, when it flashed, it looked like it was a storm coming in or something.
Right.
16.
I wonder what this is going to mean.
Is that
is
a
it a lock
safeguard
combination?
counting down?
Yeah, it's the countdown
Ooh.
to the safeguard going off, I think.
Yeah, it has to be, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is that 16 seconds? I can't see it behind.
It was like
the chat.
100,
Yeah.
Is it
167
16 seconds or 167?
67 167.
Yeah, I don't know what the
Yeah.
if that's what.
Oh, I should have looked at the on the vertical. Silly me.
This is going to be interesting too. I don't know what that is,
Mhm.
but Patrick Kennedy's out and about and able to look down onto something, which means he's on
Mhm.
higher levels as well.
Right.
I think he's
Which
looking
honestly-
down at the gas, or he's looking down at
Yeah.
Julie, who's just jumped over the side onto that thing with the rope.
From that rope.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Hey, there's the gas.
hmm
And that's Knox.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other guy
I mean,
was not.
I don't know.
Look how the body type's different.
I think that just looks like decontamination gas, like chemicals
hmm
that's been.
It looks the same
Released
as what
by
they were
accident.
spraying earlier. Yeah.
Unless it's an air release version of vitamin D.
Right.
Good old vitamin D.
Yeah.
I still feel so bad for Shirley. Like every time she has to get anywhere near Juliet or Juliet comes near, I'm like, okay, yep,
Mhm.
okay. I want to see you interact more, but also just thinking from the character perspective, that would
Yeah.
just be the most disheartening thing
Mhm.
possible.
I think it's.
conversation-
I think Shirley's being selfish. I don't think it's
Yeah.
because she's been told to stay away. I think it's literally because it hurts her that Julie doesn't remember.
Oh yeah. No, Knox says
That
as
Knox
much.
has the
Yeah.
cool conversation.
And
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that is selfish because you
Mhm.
can't imagine what it would be like for Julie for Jules when she literally finds out what's been going on. When she remembers her and how she's
Right.
and how she's avoided her without
Right.
trying to talk to her and stuff. I mean, it's gonna
Mhm.
hurt as well. So
She did try to
Right.
talk to her, and what Knox tells her is literally Shirley. I guess you missed the Knox conversation because Knox literally says, "For the first 2
Mhm.
weeks you were back, Jules, Shirley sat outside and camped outside your door. Whenever
Yeah, well, she was
they
unconscious
said
at
your
the time,
memory was
right?
going to be gone."
Yeah.
that was
Yeah, and then she
regarding
said
the
when
time
it
she was in
became
the hospital,
clear, when it became clear that you wouldn't remember, when this is Knox talking to Juliet, she got like upset and kind of, ran off or,
Well,
left or whatever.
because she said for Knox, Knox
Mhm.
literally said Shirley waited those 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Then they were like, okay, well she's awake and she's out of her in coma or whatever, and
Mhm.
she's lost some memory from the fire and all that kind of stuff.
I'm sorry,
Right.
but if that was my
Shirley
best
went
friend, I
down.
wouldn't sit outside. I'd be inside.
You think Camille's letting her inside? Let's be
Well,
realistic.
Camille wouldn't want to.
Like there's no way Camille's letting her inside there.
Yeah.
So to further the rest of that conversation,
But I'm
goes
just
to-
saying that someone like
Mhm.
Camille wouldn't stop me from sitting by the side of my friend. Just saying.
but the security
Yeah.
officer she places outside with. I mean,
Yeah,
like realistically,
and
Well, and Shirley
No way
won't,
Shirley's going
doesn't
how
want to
many
see her.
people does she have behind her?
So,
You know,
right.
the
She was
entire
literally
judicial
one of the
force, the
leaders of
entire
the
sheriff
rebellion,
department,
so-
deputy office.
Well, I think there's some people still that haven't become jaded like a lot of the characters
Yeah.
that we've seen or more knowledgeable. I think there's
Mm.
still just those people out there that still fully believe in whatever, like it
And
was in season
realistically,
1.
Shirley doesn't have a whole
Oh.
lot of information. She's literally just
No.
going off of
Right. And it just,
Jules.
right. It hurts
Mhm.
too much. She can't stand like seeing Jules because it reminds her of what is lost and she doesn't want to.
Ow!
She's not ready to face that yet, I think.
Well,
Or
and the
she's
rest of the
unwilling
Knox
to, yeah.
conversation
Blue,
that Knox
mhm,
has.
Blue,
with
are you a
Jules.
cat or a
Mhm.
parrot?
Yes. The answer is
Alright.
yes. A carrot, a cat parrot.
Yeah.
Well, the rest of that conversation with Jules that Knox is having, he does say, whenever there's like 125 people waiting in line to go see you and go hang out with you and get to talk to you after you came down and decided to talk to a whole bunch of people, which we did see that interaction. Knox gives us a little bit more context of it. And he said, Shirley said, you know what? Let everybody else go first. She'll know me by the end and we'll get to have our actual moment, you know?
Right.
And then Jules looked right past her. Right through her, right past her.
It should have been the other way around. She should have been the first person that she saw.
Right.
No, if you're somebody's best friend and you know that they're in a position where they've lost a lot of things, sure you might want to be there, but she also understands Jules as a human being, and
but one of the things that she will understand about Jules is that she doesn't want the attention.
No, but she also is being paraded around from the higher ups for the attention, which is Shirley can't help that.
Right.
So she says, I'm going to wait my turn, and then I'm going to have the actual moment with her that I can. And when that moment finally arrives, Juliet just goes, "Oh, hi, who are you?" That would be
right. And then
extremely
she's just told that they were good friends rather than she knows they were good friends.
She has no idea.
I mean, they're like sisters, basically.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
If Walk is her pseudo mother, Shirley's her pseudo sister.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and this I'm intrigued. I don't know why. I mean, obviously Knox is running into this rather than away from it,
right?
Because
I think
Knox.
that's because he's an engineer. He wants to go and solve the problem rather than run away from it. He wants to go and save lives.
Or
Right.
Shirley's in there.
Or
Right.
Shirley and
Shirley
Jules.
could be in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Or Shirley and Jules.
Maybe Shirley and Jules.
Because I have a feeling that this might be somewhere.
Oh,
after
Jules is in there.
Yeah,
Hold
Jules
up.
has her memory back.
That's
Well,
Jules.
She's
I
the
think-
mayor,
I
so
think-
she's gonna feel like I gotta save my people or whatever.
Yeah,
Or maybe
I think
she
this is after her memory
remembers
comes
at this
back
time.
and she
Right.
and she knows what she's got to do, and this
Right.
is her
Mhm.
trying to do it.
And
Right.
the gas is either the Legacy and or Camille saying, no, no, no. No, no, no. The little finger on Jurassic Park, you know? Like just
Right, yeah.
no, no.
maybe.
Yeah.
Keep skimming for a second. Oh god, people are falling down. Not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's breaking into IT again.
That's from episode 1.
Yeah. Oh, there he was with short hair. He does get
And it almost looks like a jumpsuit.
and he's shaved too. Yeah.
That was him below. That was him
Yeah.
below in the thing.
Yeah. So I'm
1000%.
wondering if he, or because is he able to open the tunnel door on his side if the algorithm is shut down?
Yeah. He should be
Yeah.
able to.
So
But that means
that means
he
the
does.
water's drained out though too.
My
So we'll have to
theory's
see how
happening.
that- yeah.
I like it. I like it. Okay, let's
Mhm.
keep skimming. Oh, that looked like miners almost leaving, but it almost looks like the
Anyway,
gas.
there's
is
people
behind them as
running,
well.
trying to get away from
There's
the
people
gas,
running,
yeah.
trying to save trying to survive.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
Oh,
Oh, Camille's crying because maybe she knows she's killing a bunch of people. Or the
is she
algorithm
killing a
is,
bunch
or-
of people, or is this right after
It's
she? sends her
red. The
husband
light
out
is
to the
red, so that's not a good sign.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's either a bunch of people dying or she's sending her husband out to clean.
And read what it says on the screen right now. That's a new rule.
I mean, it is the music, of course,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
the music definitely adds up and matches up for a
Mhm.
reason. They choose their songs wisely.
Yep.
yeah, available on iTunes.
The truth. I think this is her. That's
Apple
her
owes us
memories.
Apple owes us
Yeah.
a bit of money for that. Available on iTunes now.
Here's Helen
Yeah.
and Daniel.
Yeah. So it looks
She
like
doesn't
maybe they get together.
Oh, they're totally gonna get together.
Yeah.
But the question is, does Helen?
She
still have her
looks like happy about it.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna have her memory by then if she's happy about walking into a silo.
Hmm.
Is she kind of excitedly inquisitive? Is the other thought.
Mm-hmm.
And it does look like these. I mean, Can we zoom in a little bit? Like, oh look, everybody's got number 18 on them. Okay, so these are residents. I would assume they're residents. I was about to say maybe they're just tourist badges and they're going on the tour, you know. But
Right.
No, I don't think.
This is like the people have been chosen, and this is the day they're going in.
Yeah.
So maybe she's taking her last look at seeing the sky.
Oh look, here comes my picture.
Heyo.
Yeah,
There you
so
go.
that
There's a
looks like
road that leads directly to the one in the middle.
It's walled, whatever that whole area looks like. They have a wall running around it, and that's like the main entrance or something. And you go down that road, you can see the. Yeah,
now
because
it
there is a
shows the
central. You
road.
can see there's a central silo, and then
I think that's where either
that's the
professor
51st. I
where it
think.
goes, or that's where they have like the president and people like that, important people.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of both.
Central government position.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the season is going to end with them going into this? Oh, there we go. We get a picture of it. Cool. Oh no, so it's one. Middle is number 1.
Yep.
Okay, let's look.
Yeah.
18's right here. Juliet went to 17.
Yep.
Right next to Juliet, and both of those would have been 14 is probably the most realistic for them to go to. And it looks like 14 is like the middle of this one, which means that looks like it's interconnected.
Right. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. You see, well, I mean,
Oh, you
I don't
can
know.
see
I mean,
there's a
are
line
they
between 17 and
roads?
44. There's that line.
are they continuations of the roads to get to those sections?
Mm-hmm.
Restroom, stage area, seating area, information point, bar. They still have to have the bar. Food stall, medical care, water
that's what
station,
those
and
other
silo.
circles are. Okay. Yeah. But you
So
can
there
see
are-
how like 17 and 44 are connected, 10 and 30 are connected.
To me, with that layout,
yeah.
it doesn't. With them saying that there's a bar and everything like that, I mean, I don't think that this was actually set up to be a survival situation. I think this was more. This feels more like it was set up to be an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
I mean, why? If it's for survival, why would you put a bar? If the bar outside, why? No one's going to use it.
Well, also,
You'd have
are
the
these
bars
bars
in the silo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand why they got it laid out that way.
Well, also, if we go back just
Yeah.
another second here, I don't see any above ground bars or restrooms or anything like
No.
that. Is it above ground or is this in the tunnel below?
Oh, they
Well,
might be below ground things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Maybe
this in
they
the
are
tunnel
inside the
below?
tunnel. Maybe it's supposed to be laid out like the cities. It's like you got like certain areas for engineering and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's supposed to be set up with different sections doing separate jobs.
Yeah.
But I don't see that being. That doesn't look set up for a survival situation. That looks set up for an experiment.
Do you see a 51? I'm looking. Maybe it's over, but
I can't see anything, but
I see 50. But I'm trying to find a 51. I don't see a 51.
Oh yeah, there's 50.
Unless it's down there, but that doesn't.
Is
look
it
like...
up further north? I mean, look at that area.
That's
at the
probably
top.
5 and 6. That's got to be 5 and 6.
Oh, but guess what? One.
Oh, there's another number 1.
One.
Yeah.
There we go.
So yeah, the central one is 51. Then I presume.
Yeah.
Which that almost makes more sense because why is number 1 between?
Oh, that's a 7,
8, 9,
not a
10,
1.
11,
It's a
12,
7.
7, 8,
Oh,
9.
7.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it does look like a 1.
I'm
at
only
first,
looking
yeah.
at. I should be looking at a bigger
Yeah.
screen. I should maximize this
Mhm.
screen.
I was trying to zoom it in, but it doesn't let me zoom in from here. Maybe if
Or maybe
I
it's a secret one that isn't being shown to the public.
Yeah,
oh, now I can zoom.
Like, because at
I'm
the top
thinking-
there, like they
yeah,
don't
at the
show.
top. At the
That
top,
could be
there's like that
51
thing.
up at the top there.
Maybe,
Yeah.
Up
maybe
here?
that's it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, maybe that's for the corporation people to stay in.
Right.
But all the others are for the government. So the central one maybe for the government people. Then outside it's all the civilians maybe, and then up top there's like it's a stage area. What?
Mhm.
That's what I keep saying. That's what I mean.
Well,
It
one's
feels
got-
like it's.
It's kind of hard to see the symbols.
Oh,
in
there's
each
symbols in
little spot.
there. There's like a picnic one. It looks like, and
Picnic table.
Yeah, it's like
flag,
because you see what I mean about it looking like it's set up like an
Knife.
experiment because it's
fork knife.
set up like a theme park.
Yeah, but also like theme parks are set up like small cities, you know. It very well could be either one.
The flags maybe are staging areas.
Yeah.
No,
Like the silo one is the garage.
Anyway, you can't. It's hard to tell.
It almost looks like the flag might be
Seating area, information point.
Yeah.
Bar.
Which an information point might be maybe the refugee hut's actually real to a degree.
Right. Unless it was set up originally to be like a tourist attraction. Isn't this cool? This thing that we're experimenting or whatever. But then
maybe I'm wondering actually.
They really had to use it.
Maybe it was set up. Maybe it's set up to simulate maybe a future city, like. When you can't expand the city anymore, you go upwards, right? And this would signify that you don't have to go up anymore; you can go down as well.
Or this is like they want to build more of these, and this is kind of the one. So all these governments and stuff from around the world come and look at this and decide if they want to build them in their countries as well. Maybe, sort of like like when they're new, like model homes. It's like a model home,
like a prefab almost.
These are like model towns. These silos are like each silo is like a town, or a village in a city, or
there's 10,000 people. In each
10,000 people in each. So well, we assume that's for every silo because I could imagine that for maybe the initial silo, maybe silo 1, there'll probably be less.
I mean, that's 500,000 people. That's a lot of people.
Yeah. Enough people to continue the human race after a disastrous event.
This is a great shot. Oh, no, go back. Go back, please.
Go back. Looks familiar. Looks very familiar.
It's almost like that's somebody's backdrop. What?
Yeah.
No, is there anything here? Because you can see some above ground things, but it's not in the areas that it says it is from that.
Right. The map. Yeah.
But also, there's totally.
Well, the map doesn't have to be exact.
There's like parking lots and looks like power facilities and stuff around.
Parking lot.
Outside. Yeah, that looks like a power plant, maybe.
Off screen, there are an airfield. Off screen, there's probably an airfield there for maybe there's an Air Force base there or something as well.
Right.
So off screen, off the image.
It looks like there's a road or wall or something going around the whole thing.
Could that be a railway around the outside?
No, because we saw it. It was a wall. It was that white wall that surrounded all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like there's something on the wall in this image.
Yeah, there's roads or.
Because you look the way it looks like at the top. On the right hand side there at the top, there's like that curved part. I mean, that doesn't look like a normal road. That looks like railroads, like the way you would lay out a railroad, which would make sense for being able to.
The upper right,
top left.
Or...
If you look at the top left, I mean, I can't show you. I can't point at it. Sort of up. I can't point at it.
This area right here.
Yeah, you see where the track comes off in that area. It looks more like a railroad layout than a road.
Right.
Because obviously there's going to be something on the. There's obviously a road or something on the wall. You can see
and maybe they use railways because you can imagine the construction project that this was with the amount of supplies and equipment you'd have to bring in to build this.
Yeah, I mean trucks wouldn't be able to manage it, so it'd have to be something like some rail based. The tracks might not be there. They might have removed the tracks when they finished, but that's the way it looks to me.
Right, they're
also
temporary
looks like
roads of some kind for something. Yeah.
You can see down there. That's a hangar. That looks to me like there might be an air base there as well, for storage. And on the right hand side, fuel, water treatment maybe as well.
Yeah,
it's interesting how they have that hangar. That
natural water.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's groundwater there, but maybe it's to signify that there is subterranean water.
Yeah.
So maybe a natural spring under there or something, which is why the silos fill up with water without the pumps.
Yeah.
So make sure that would make sense.
Yeah, when are we
But
going to
definitely
get
an airfield there somewhere as well, because that
there
obviously.
you go.
That's
Yeah, there's a hangar in the senator.
Senator arriving.
Yeah.
That's got to be the senator arriving to go into the silo, right?
Presumably.
Maybe. Yeah. Or maybe they're going to show us a little bit of like, oh, they're in the final stages of construction. Or
Judging from what she's wearing,
something.
I don't think she's there in official business.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For a start, I didn't see the. Don't they have to wear like a badge, a pin signifying their position as a senator, kind of like the American flag and stuff like that, like the seal of the Senate or something like that. I can't remember. I'm not American,
sure.
so
For security reasons, they probably have badges and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of like the Secret Service have a badge that's or have a pin that says Secret Service.
Mm-hmm.
Not very secretive, are they?
Nope.
I'm Secret Service. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's on your badge, man. It's on your pin.
Yeah.
It's on your lapel. Yeah.
Anyway, we're going on 2 hours here, dude.
Yeah, we are hour 51 into this.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
This episode, I still thought was really, really good. It's definitely laying the groundwork,
Mm-hmm.
and that
For
groundwork is about to ignite, and I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm curious to know. I don't know. I'm wondering how many episodes we're going to have that are going to go slowly to start with, because I think we're going to be at least 2 episodes away from her getting all of her memories back. If that,
I think so. I think this next episode,
close.
The second she finds Lucas Kyle, those memories are going to start.
I think we're gonna. I think it's going to be pretty slow up to that point.
That would make sense,
right? We'll get more and more flashes, and then
because last night it was a good episode, but it did drag out a little.
Yeah, so I'm hoping this next episode they, they're laying some groundwork for stuff. So I'm thinking I wouldn't even be surprised if she has her memories back by the end of the next episode. Wouldn't shock me.
Do y'all think she's going to get all of her memories back, or still piecemeal over time?
Or at least
I think she'll get all of them back.
Right.
I don't think
or at
it's
least
going to be
enough
as bad
that she knows
as we
what
see
she's doing.
in the flashbacks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think it's possible that they get all them. Or she'll get all her memories back. It's just in the flashbacks they assume that it's permanent. I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not, and I wonder if the nurse isn't report, or we'll see if the nurse reports that she's not taking her medication. Or I just had a thought of I wonder if that nurse feels a loyalty to her father who sacrificed himself, or whatever. And maybe
I don't think she'd be giving her the drugs if that was the case.
Well, she kind of doesn't have a choice.
Well, that's also
to do it.
Oh, she clearly knows it's not vitamin D, right?
Yeah, but also
it's not vitamin D.
Maybe.
She must know. The nurse must know that she's not giving them vitamins.
Oh yeah,
but she's giving them vitamins.
Yes, vitamin D. It's also the algorithm. The legacy knows Juliet. Knows the nurse went in there to do that. She's got it's got cameras in there. So
but
the nurse could
what were the
for
positionings of the cameras? I think the cameras look in that direction. There's not a camera over the sink, so I think maybe
there's just one in the mirror, in the living room. But I thought they said they removed all the cameras and stuff. That was part of what the new thing was.
They removed all of
at least Sims said that they removed all. But you would think
I think they did.
If they're watching her, you would think they have cameras on her. But
I think they kept the cameras. They keep the cameras in the mayor's rooms.
Yes, but does she even remember? Well, she must know because Sims was talking about it at the meeting and she was there, so she must know that was a thing.
Yeah. I feel like what they've given us so far, it almost sounds like they've removed a lot of the cameras just on the walls in the silo to make people feel like, oh, we have privacy. We're not being watched 24/7.
No, I think they did remove all of the ones in private
from regular people's rooms and stuff. Yeah, but there's
nobody knows those are there. I don't think
they're
anybody
watching the mayor. There's no way they're not.
Oh yeah, but also I think there's still cameras in everyone's rooms. Nobody knew about those besides people that are either dead or gone.
Yeah, but Sims. It's just because Sims brought it up at that. But
that would be the public cameras everyone was aware of already. They have no idea they're being watched at their home.
Yeah, but I thought they said would be okay with they were removed from residences and stuff too.
The people would know about them because I would think that if they did remove the cameras, then the people would have been there to see it. Because otherwise, there would be rumors saying, "Oh, we did have cameras in there, but
Well, I think the ones that were in residencies would have been similar to walks, where hey, she's got a workshop in her residency and she's in charge of certain things, and they have to watch over that, or we're supposed to watch over that. Those would be the ones that everybody knows are there. The ones that nobody knows are there, they're not going to say, "Oh, yeah, we have been watching you through your mirror too."
We don't know what happened in the 3 months between
for public safety. Yeah.
We don't know what happened in the 3 months between seasons.
Yes.
So
presumably a lot.
That's one thing I don't like. That we don't know what's happened in those 3 months. All we know is
from where we start, they've been gung ho, rebuilding, building, changing things up, switching things up, which means
changing, rewriting parts of the pact, and they showed everybody that. That deep fake of her going to that shelter hut or whatever.
The refugee hut. Yeah. I love Paul, the sheriff, going, do you not think the irony's lost on me of me walking in and having to rewrite the pact every day when he's kind of having that discussion with his wife, and his wife's like, well, no, but what the hell are you doing about it realistically? And they're kind of at that distance. He's got that
conflict within himself because he was a true believer, so to speak, to the point of like he was going to believe in the pact above what Bernard wanted him to do and all that. So,
so I don't even know why they're
rewriting that true belief in like what it's supposed to be, but it can't be that anymore because it was kind of abused and it isn't perfect, and he's having to reconcile that in his head of like, and then his wife, going the way that she's going too makes it even more difficult for him because I think basically he kind of said he'd have to disown her or whatever. If she got caught, he'd have to pretend like he doesn't know anything. Yeah.
Or they're both probably sent out to clean. Yeah. Which it really, I do like that they're kind of, it's obviously overt, but it's still subtle at the same time. As Paul is a religious zealot.
Shows up.
for all intents and purposes, Paul's a religious zealot. Ayo.
Yeah.
And it works in the silo's favor for seasons 1 and 2. But after that facade of oh, well, my religion's not even correct, essentially, because it's not just a doctrine of law. I mean, it's his constitution and his Bible kind of tossed in one,
Well, isn't the pact a compromise? Wasn't the pact created as a compromise from the previous rebellion?
Right. It was a step.
They don't know that
to stop another huge rebellion like what happened 140 years ago or whatever from happening again.
Well, the people in the
because
silo,
there's
they
the pact,
know about
and
the
then there's the order.
rebellion.
Those are two separate things.
They knew about the rebellion, the previous one, didn't they? Everyone in the silo.
Yeah, because they call it Freedom Day or whatever.
Yeah, which is
I guess
because they were free from the people that erased the history of what.
Yeah, and then what the story of what Freedom Day isn't really true, as Bernard says. It was really that Salvador guy or whatever, like drugged everybody and then wiped out history as a reset, and so then they came up with this Freedom Day story. Yeah.
Clever. Terrifying.
To solve the problem, he wipes out everyone's memory.
So excited for episode 3.
Yeah.
So excited for episode 3.
Yep.
While you're showing off this real quick, you gotta look at the back. The back, our spines. Our spines. SciTrek'd out. All the way up and down. We're just so excited about that. I was so excited last night. I said it to Melvin like 3 different times. I was like, we had
4 different creatures encrypted shirts on. They were all different colors. They all look good. I'm like, hey, it's
the only problem was you couldn't see mine because my camera wasn't working at the time.
But we know yours is good looking too because it's light green and dark green and everything. I had the dark green, you had the light green. I did send him the long sleeve shirt, and he was like, "You sent me the long sleeve one in the middle of a heat wave over here." I was like, "Well, oops,
because it's green."
It's not showing up. No.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait till I can get rid of green screen here. I mean, mine looks okay, but you can still tell. Oh, hello.
Okay.
What's your cat's name? What's the cat's name?
Blue.
Blue?
Yep.
Hi, Blue.
Yep. Blue, Bailey, and Nugget, right?
Yep. And now Blue's in the way. I can't. Love you.
Blue's the purr.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's darker than I expected as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like light green.
Yeah, I think when they take the picture, they use a bright light.
Uh-huh.
I think they're more interested in highlighting the image rather than the fabric.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When they take the pictures. So, yeah, it's not too bad, though.
Nice. Yeah,
it was
I think
bloody warm last night wearing it, though.
But that's what the regular SciTrek shirts are for, of course.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad that looks good too. I'm happy with it. All right. Okay. Well, we dove into a lot of this. Dark green is better. It kind of fits that creature encrypted a little bit, you know.
It's the long sleeves. It's just the long sleeves. I was sweating my ass off in that, even though I wasn't on camera.
Just sitting there, just drenched. Like, oh no. Which literally it cracked me up. I don't want to expose him, but Matt, literally the second we got off camera the other day, was like, "My shirt's coming off. It's like 98 degrees in here. I can't do it." We're like, "Okay." It made sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is it for some Radical Wasteland today. Thank y'all for hanging with us. We, only had a lot to cover. Tomorrow, sleep, everybody. Rest. I don't think we have anything happening tomorrow, thankfully. But of course, we will be back.
Well, no. Apparently, SciTrek does not have something every day at the moment.
Okay.
Maybe soon it will. Yeah.
I could always pop in for a membership stream. If there's not a whole bunch going on, I'll let y'all know. If y'all remember, you'll see. But yeah, Sunday we'll be back for Sci-Fi Sundays. Monday, Sarah and I are back for Patreon movies. Patreon members, all patrons in the month. Amazing.
Continue with Caprica.
Diving into Caprica again, episodes 3 and 4. We will get past Caprica as soon as we can and dive into regular Battlestar. But right now it's contextualizing things for us, so it's a lot of fun. We'll do the sleep podcast tomorrow. Have 8 hours of sleep for all of us. Just make sure this is when. We'll play really loud noises whenever it's time to wake up. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I will be back.
Just live stream the sound of rain falling on the roof.
Yeah, we'll all just need to pee by about an hour into it.
Or white noise. White noise. That's the sleep podcast. White noise.
Yeah.
There we go. Ambient renders is my favorite one to use because it looks like it's a bunch of AI and stuff, but it's not. It's somebody actually going into like Unreal Engine and making it, which is great. So it's not like AI. Because I try not to do the ambient AI because it's just everywhere at this point. But
I had a good one that I used to listen to at one point. It was like, I think it was like the total was 2 hours long. For the first hour, it's just like rain, thunder, the occasional wolf howling in the distance. And after the hour, it turned scary because then all of a sudden there's like things crawling around through the ground near the microphone. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's like sniffing and snarling and growling and scratching. It's like, what the fuck? This is scary. I'm supposed to sleep.
I think I know what you're talking about, or one of those, because I love the Halloween ones. The Halloween ones are great because it's oh, I'm at peace. Oh, I'm at peace again. Oh, and it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sunday, Sci-Fi Sundays, Monday, Battles, the Galactica sessions. I need to make sure we get used to saying the Galactica sessions for our Patreon members. Tuesday,
the Galactica files.
Ayo. Our YouTube members will see membership streams on Tuesday. Wednesday, no Stargate this week, so we're back with Star Trek for some SciTrek maneuver. Hopefully, Greg's over the Fringe flu by then and can hop back in. And I think we're tier listing not all the captains, but I need to give you all that list of captains, and we'll do a tier list of about 15 captains. See how they do. After that,
15 captains.
Thursday, we'll be back. We might not do Burrows this week, just so we can kind of all have time to check it out and watch it. But if there's anything interesting y'all think that we should talk about on Creatures and Cryptids next week, y'all please holler at us and let us know. And it very well might make it next week, or this coming week, I guess, because the next one, of course, will be the Burrows and so on and so forth. We've been sending a lot of stuff in that group chat, as in Godzilla -0 comes out later this year. And there are a few other things as well. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, nothing tomorrow. Saturday. Nothing tomorrow on Saturday. Sunday, we'll see you. Monday, we'll see you. Tuesday, we'll see you. Wednesday, we'll see you. Thursday, we'll see you. And right back here again next week on Friday, of course. Thursday, Creatures and Cryptids next week might be a little bit of a time change. I know Schmook and Chillin can't make it, so both our errands are going to be gone. But we might be able to do morning if it's just me, Monk, and Melvin, Mr. Quest himself here. And if that's the case, that might actually work a little bit better to have Silo, the watch party up here at 6 p.m. All that being said, thank you all again for hanging with us. You all know we love and appreciate you. Real quick before we jump out of here, Sarah, where can folks find you?
I'm working on it still. I'm sorry.
No worries, but this is where they go to find you, right?
Yes. Yep.
Both YouTube and Instagram now too, right?
Right. Although I haven't really posted anything on Instagram as of yet, but
it's okay. We've got one photo on the SciTrek Instagram at SciTrek. If y'all want to go check that out, of course. Where are we at, Mr. Melvin?
Yeah, I haven't done a lot, but you can check out my old content on Quest RC and Quest G30, the gaming channel, which haven't posted any live streams on lately, but we're just clearing out some stuff on our private server. So hopefully we'll actually have some people join the server, some regular people go off and do their own things so that we can interact later on. We'll see how it goes.
Yes, I'm sorry, David. I really am working, but I am.
It takes time. But no, I'm excited for you to start.
It's been way too long since I posted something. Way too long. Yeah.
Well, that will do it for the Radical Wasteland podcast today. Thank y'all for hanging with us in that wasteland. You know we always enjoy it. Don't forget to take your vitamin D.
Yep.
It's very important.
Yes.
Make sure those memories are lost. And once again, thank y'all so much for hanging with us. Y'all know we love and appreciate you. We will see you Sunday. Stay cosmic, SciTrekkers. See you in the next video. Adios.
Bye.
Later, guys.